From $500 million to almost nothing in a matter of hours, this meme coin has garnered the attention of some of the biggest creators on YouTube, most importantly, crypto investigator CoffeeZilla. Hey, I'm America's attorney. I've been a lawyer for over 23 years. I've helped over 20,000 clients. And today, we're going to be breaking down the rise and fall of the HAWK token and answering the question, was it illegal? Now, if the words Tuah Girl are total nonsense to you, good for you. And I'm sorry because after this video, you will now know who that is. Haliey Welch, aka Tuah Girl, went viral after appearing in a street interview in which she mimicked spitting, and the internet ran with it. Welch has been working hard to maintain her virality by starting a podcast, launching a charitable fund, and now launching her own crypto token called HAWK. Which is where our story gets even more sideways. The HAWK token, launched early last week, was promoted by Welch as a meme coin. The coin was initially a massive success with an almost $500 million market capitalization, which I can't believe, and which quickly dropped and is now sitting around $17 million. How does that happen? How does a crypto token lose well over 90% of its value so quickly? Well, the public immediately turned to pump and dump accusations, especially after it was discovered that at launch, approximately 96% of the supply was controlled by insiders to the project. A majority of these insiders then immediately dumped their supply on buyers, aka Welch's fans. In CoffeeZilla's video exposing the alleged scam, he accuses Welch and her team of committing insider trading. This is when we end up back at the original question. Is it illegal? The economics of holding back a large percentage of a new currency inside the inner circle of the creation team are very favorable to the insiders. As I said, 96 to 97% of the coin was inside that circle of trust. So when the coin was released to a potential fan base of Tuah Girl, only just a tiny bit of the coin was available. Now, if you know the basics of supply and demand, then you know that short supply makes demand rage. So you can see the price spike artificially relative to, let's say, if the creation team released 80% and not just 3 or 4% of the coin to the public. This is a classic ploy by sellers of goods for the longest time. Just artificially suppress supply and good things will happen to sellers. And that's certainly a main driver of the price spike that attended this launch. But we need to talk about two more things, because according to Doc Hollywood, this coin was aimed not at crypto bros seasoned in this space, but at people who were new to the crypto environment, meaning that they were hoping to generate interest among people who are not familiar with the peculiar price cycles, aka dangerous spikes of newly launched coins. So basically, they admitted that they were trying to sell to inexperienced fools. I mean, my words, not theirs. Second, when you withhold 96% of the supply, your later introduction into the market of even 2% of the total coin supply will have a cataclysmic effect on the price of the coin. Let's go back to the scenario of creators keeping just 20% of the supply at launch, which would still be a lot. If they thereafter dump 2% of the coin into the market, then that only has an effect, all other things being equal, to suppress the price by 2.5%, since 2% of 100 is the same thing as 2.5% of 80. But if you dump 2% into a market that only has 4%, well, 2% is half of 4%, which means all other things being equal, you're going to cut the price of that coin in half. But for a bunch of psychological and economic reasons that are beyond the scope of this video, the price is going to go down by way more than half most of the time, largely due to things like momentum and fear. And I guess we should add a third topic here. Meme coins and all cryptocurrencies, they have no inherent value. There's no asset that backs a rational valuation of the HAWK coin. There's nothing for the price to lean on. There's no rock bottom value for the price to bounce off of in free fall except for zero. And then it's really bottomed out. Now, this final element does not make the HAWK coin a scam, not even remotely, because it's inherent in the coin and no one is saying otherwise. But what about the first two issues we discussed, which are the targeting of people new to the space and the alleged large-scale pump and dump or rug pull? As to the advertising and promotion, I want to tell you this about your favorite Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, which finds itself in a Wild West standoff of sorts with cryptocurrency, like a befuddled sheriff trying to wrangle digital cats. Their core obligation to the public stems from protecting investors from financial shenanigans, which crypto has in abundance. Think wild price swings, dubious marketing claims, and more plot twists than a financial thriller. Now, technically, the SEC can classify cryptocurrencies as securities if they meet the Howey test, which basically asks this question. Are people investing money in a common enterprise with the expectation of profits driven by others' efforts? Many crypto tokens scream yes louder than a late night infomercial, or even me in my videos. But as for regulation, it's been more of a sporadic game of whack-a-mole. The SEC, led by Chairman Gary Gensler, has been incrementally cracking down, launching enforcement actions against companies and pursuing legal battles with crypto exchanges, not the coins themselves, and I've covered some of those on this channel. While not comprehensive, the SEC is slowly building a regulatory framework. Think of it as trying to knit a sweater while riding a unicycle through a cryptocurrency carnival. But whether the carnival has a stop in Tuah Girl town, it's too early for me to say. But what about this alleged rug pull? A lot of smoke and mirrors as to who owns what wallets, who owns the project, and who benefited from the almost comically over-the-top coin dump mid-launch. Will the SEC jump in? Well, picture the SEC as a financial detective, with a magnifying glass in hand, hunting down the crypto Wild West's most brazen snake oil salespeople, aka meme coin creators and their pump and dump shenanigans. Here's when they're likely to pounce. If a meme coins creators deliberately manipulate markets through false promises or coordinated buying and selling or intentionally misleading advertising, the SEC can swoop in faster than you can say, to the moon. The key ingredients for an SEC prosecution typically include deliberate market manipulation or false or materially misleading advertising about the coin's value or potential, or evidence of coordinated efforts to artificially inflate a price, or proof that founders and promoters knowingly misled investors, or significant financial harm to retail investors. Holy cow. It feels like I'm just trying to describe the hot coin, doesn't it? Here's where they'd be particularly interested. If celebrities were paid to promote without disclosing, if founders deliberately created fake scarcity, if trading volumes were artificially manipulated, if investor funds were misappropriated, the prosecution might involve hefty fines, forced return of ill-gotten gains, and potential criminal referrals. It's like catching a financial con artist, but with more memes and blockchain. Remember, the crypto world might feel like the Wild West, but the SEC is ever slowly becoming that stern sheriff, ready to slap handcuffs on anyone trying to play fast and loose with investor money. So before you launch your next meme coin, maybe you think twice, because the SEC might be watching, and they're not known for, like their great sense of humor like we have on this channel. As I've already mentioned, many people in the crypto space, including big name creators, accuse Welch of orchestrating a rug pull scheme. Welch and her team have denied everything, duh. They've placed the blame for the inflated price on bots called snipers that are set to buy and sell crypto at the best price. What are your thoughts on the rise and fall of Hot Token? Do you believe it was a scheme orchestrated by Tuah Girl, or just an unfortunate victim of volatile crypto environment? Drop your pro se opinion down below and let me know what you think. And make sure while you're down there, you lawyer up with America's Attorney and subscribe, because once I hit 100,000 subs, I'll be dropping my own meme coin, Lawyer Up. No, I will not. I'm just joking, because all you get here is awesome legal breakdowns. And I'll be back soon with more of them. Hope to see you then. Bye. CoffeeZilla's video explodes to artificially inflate, causing the price to